Hey there, it's Monica Weekly with eXp Realty. Thanks for checking out this video. I wanted this video to be a little different than all of the other eXp Explained videos because there are lots of incredible descriptions of all of the benefits that are really making a real difference in agents' lives and their ability to save money and their ability to keep more money and their ability to build wealth and all of that. So you can find lots of that. I'm going to take a little different tactic. Now, we are going to go over those benefits, but I'm going to look at this from this light. 5 significant problems that realtors face that eXp Realty has actually solved. And I'll be really curious, can you relate to any of these problems? If you can relate to one or more of them, then I'm going to recommend that you at least open your mind to the possibility of eXp and that you call me and we learn more about this incredible opportunity and this change in our industry. So 5 significant problems that realtors face. Let's take a look at them. The very first one is realtors give away way too much money. Don't you feel like that? Gosh, you work so hard for your money. And then your broker, in some cases who you don't feel does a lot for you. Maybe you don't go into the office very often. Maybe you don't take advantage of the training. Maybe you don't really need their staff, whatever. You're paying for all that no matter what, and you're giving away too much of your own money. So let's look at how eXp is solving that problem. First of all, you keep 80% of every deal up to $16,000. So what that means is if you had a $10,000 check, you're going to keep $8,000. You're going to give $2,000 to eXp. Now, when that bucket, that eXp bucket is filled with $16,000, you go straight to 100% commission. All you have to pay is a small $250 processing fee because there are admins that are processing your work and we need to obviously offset that expense. Now, here's a really interesting thing. If you hit the $16,000 cap and you hit a $5,000 mark, after cap, you actually receive $16,000 back in shares of stock, not options, real shares of stock. In essence, you're there for free. Well, for the $5,000 maybe. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself these questions. How much money did you give your broker last year? I want you to actually pause this video and look that up. Many agents don't realize it. You know, it's this little drop at a time all year long, but when you look at it and you've given them $30, $40, $60, $80, $100,000 last year, especially if you say, well, yeah, but my broker sends out postcards for me. Yeah, for $100,000, I'll do it for you for that, right? All right, I also want you to ask yourself, what exactly did I get in exchange for that money? So just what we were talking about, what are you tapping into? What services are you receiving? Is that fair market value for those services? If you're giving your company $60,000 every year, and the reason you're there is because they give you free copies and they do mailers for you, well, guess what? You could hire a really badass admin for 60 grand and not only cover that stuff, but be a lot more efficient, right? So could you get that service somewhere else? In most situations, the answer is yes, I can help you find that person. And so the last question is, what am I working towards each year? What am I working towards each year? Let's be business-minded people, and let's have the bigger picture in mind, okay? So let me help you look at an example. Over here, we have a sale price of $400,000. Let's say you're doing a 3% commission. Maybe that's your market. I know some markets are 2.5 and maybe you're doing more, but let's just, for the sake of this page, look at $12,000. Minus your eXp split, you'd be giving eXp $2,400. Now, if you were at another company, and let's just take a stab at this, let's say you're 70-30 split, you would be giving them $3,600, right? Doesn't seem like too much. You might be like, oh, well, that's not enough to make a move for. Hold on. You're keeping $9,600 at eXp. You're keeping $8,400 at ABC Realty. Just look at 12 houses. Just look at one deal a year. You are only giving eXp actually $17,250. What that is that's your $16,000 cap plus 5 $250 processing fees. So you'd be giving them $17,250. You're giving your broker $43,200. What? And that's a difference of $25,000. That's about $2,000 extra a month. Could you use it? Now, listen, guys, this isn't even talking about stock or revenue share or any of the extra bonuses you're getting just because you're selling houses in a year. This is strictly commission talk. Let's look at if you're a little bigger producer. Let's look at 20 houses. You'd be giving eXp $19,250. You'd be giving your broker $72,000 because most brokers don't have a cap. Most brokers don't have a cap. So you just give. That's a $52,000 savings. That's $6,000 a month. Is it $6,000 a month? I don't know what that is a month. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. Let's look at one final example. 27 houses. You'd only be giving eXp $21,000. You'd be giving your broker $97,200. That's a $76,000 savings. Plus, in this scenario, you would have hit what we call icon level. And that means you would have gotten $16,000 worth of stock back to you. So it's really not $76,200 savings. It's a lot more than that because of these shares of stock. Now, obviously, there's no given that these stock will be of value, but I will tell you, when I came over to eXp in 2017, the shares were trading at $3 a share. When this video is being made in January of 2021, we were at $110 plus, I think 117 at one point, but $110 a share on the NASDAQ, one of NASDAQ's top 10 moving stocks for 2020. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So this is real money, real dollars that I want you to consider. Now, when we talk about that icon status, I just want to spend a second and show you what it would take to hit icon. Let's look at an average sale price of $250. So you have to determine what your average sale price, but in Cincinnati, let's just say that a good number might be $250. So on these first sales, you would be at the 80-20 split. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sales, and you would cap. In other words, you would have given eXp their $16,000. For the rest of your sales, you keep 100% minus this small $250 processing fee. Now, when that $250 adds up to be $5,000, you become an icon agent, and that's when you get the stock. So you would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 14. This is 20 more deals at the $250 fee. You would earn $16,000. So this is 31 deals total to get you there. Now, could be less than that if you cap quicker. So if your average sale price is 400, you're not going to have to sell 11 houses to cap. Maybe you only have to sell 8. Follow me? Okay. Let's move on to problem number 2. Realtors don't think about long-term financial plans. Realtors by nature are not great savers. How are you doing? How are you doing with your savings? Do you have a plan each paycheck where you're putting money away, you're building wealth, and you have a plan for your kids for college? Do you have a plan for retirement? Do you have a plan if, God forbid, something would happen and you can't sell houses? What are you doing? And by far, I see this a lot when I'm coaching, training agents. We just don't do a great job of this. And I wasn't doing a good job of this. It was really sad, actually. Shame on me. But it's just the truth. So let's look at what eXp does to solve that problem. First of all, you have the ability every time you have a closing to take 5% of your money, and you can buy stock, company stock, at a 10% discount. Right away, you have the equity in that stock. I mean, right away. You can go cash it. You don't have to wait for it to be vested. It's yours. Okay. So I've done this, and just in the 3 years I've been here, this has added up to multi six figures. Multi six figures is all I'm going to say. It's been amazing. And our stock has no ceiling on it at this point. We're going crazy, so it's all good. All right. The second way eXp addresses this is as you sell, you earn shares of stock. So every anniversary, when you come over, your first deal, you get a share of stock. And then every anniversary after that, you get, it's actually $200 worth of stock. Sorry, not just one share, $200 worth of stock. And then every anniversary, $200 worth of stock. Also, when you cap, you get 400 or 450 shares of stock, $400 or $450 worth of stock. Sorry, be very specific about that. $400 or $450 worth of stock. Okay. The third way that we've talked about quite a bit is earning that $16,000 back if you hit icon agent level. Not all agents are going to hit that, but certainly if you are an agent doing a significant amount of business, that's there for you. Okay. Also, if you were to attract a friend over to eXp or a couple agents that you knew, you got over here, you loved it, and you cared about them, and you wanted them to have the same benefits you were having, and you convinced them to join, when they have their first deal at eXp, you get it's either $400 or $450 worth of stock. Okay. Questions to ask yourself. What does your brokerage, who is your business partner, by the way, this is your business partner. That's what a brokerage is. What do they offer you that helps you save money and build long-term wealth? What are they offering you? Something? Nothing. It's important. It's important because now a very good business partner in the market does offer something. So now you have access to something different. You've got to take note of that, right? Second question. Does my broker treat me like a business partner or more like an employee? What does it feel like? Are you really in partnership with your brokerage? I feel like I'm in partnership with eXp because I'm an agent owner. I own part of eXp. Literally, I own it. So I am, by nature of that, I am a business partner with them. I don't get treated like an employee. I go to shareholder meetings. I vote. I am a partner. And lastly, what is your exit strategy? What's your retirement plan? What happens when you can't sell houses anymore? You know, we have a real sad problem in this business, and we have agents turning the key to houses up until their very last days. And it's very sad. And I don't want that for you. And I made the change for me and my family because I don't want that for me. Okay. All right. Let's keep going. The third problem that realtors have that eXp fixes, addresses, solves is that realtors get comfortable and use loyalty as a crutch. We get really comfortable in our space with our broker. We get friends there. We have the manager that looks out for us. We've got the staff that takes good care of us. I'm going to say this, it might be a little controversial, but it's my personal experience, and so it's what I believe. 9 times out of 10, if given the chance to find this out, you really are cared about because you are on their roster. You really are cared about at a high level. Now, I'm not saying there are friendships and managers that don't do this, but when I left Keller Williams, I thought I had real friends and real relationships, and what I found out was that I didn't. And it crushed my soul, honestly. I can get pretty upset still thinking about it. I was only holding that position of friendship because I was in their space. I was in their space. And when I left and did something that I felt was better for my family, that friendship was taken away. So this sense of loyalty that I had, that I struggled with in making this decision, it really wasn't there. Well, it wasn't reciprocal. It wasn't reciprocal, right? So questions to ask yourself. If the other brokerage is better for you and for your family's future, and if the manager in your office cares about you, shouldn't they be happy? Shouldn't they be happy for you? Another question, is my manager acting as a business consultant with me? Are they pushing me to grow? Or do they just step up if I go in and say, hey, I need help? Who's really looking out for you? Here's what I find. When a lot of agents say that they're going to leave, That's when everybody stands at attention and says, no, we're going to start doing this for you. We're going to change your commission. We're going to give you coaching. We're going to help. Well, where was that before? Where was that before? Third, which is more important? Friendly water cooler conversations where you feel super comfortable and loved, or financial freedom for your family? This is an adult level question. This is a business owner level question, and it matters. It matters. And when I looked at why I might stay where I was going to stay because of the friendly environment where I felt really, really welcomed and really liked and loved and comfortable, right? Lastly, why is it that only when an agent threatens to leave that the broker offers the better split, the coaching, or whatever? I mentioned that before. I want you to ask yourself these questions. And I hope you'll just believe me. If you've never left a brokerage, I hope you'll just believe me that this is a distinct possibility, that you really are a part of their family only because you're a part of their family. And that changes when you change. Okay. Let's look at the fourth problem eXp solves. Realtors are missing updated and effective training. Updated and effective training. Now, your average broker, this is what they offer. Some in-office training, usually by the manager, same old stuff over and over again. Maybe a couple top agents do some training, but look, they're your competitors and they're training you. Are they really going to give you all of their real secrets? Or you have to travel to get the best agent training. At KW, we had family reunion and what was the other one? Mega camp. And you'd go down there and yes, there was great stuff, but you had to buy a ticket, you had to travel, you had to buy the plane, you had to get the hotel, you had to feed yourself the whole time, all of that. Okay. At eXp, we have well over 50 hours of live training in our cloud, live. Somebody actually doing it where you can raise your hand, you can have a conversation, you can interact. Top-notch trainers. And one of the beautiful things about eXp is that the icon agents that I mentioned, these agents doing a lot of business, they are incentivized through the icon program to train weekly. And we have something called the icon series. I'm going to show you that here in a second. Plus, we have an entire university filled with on-demand recorded training programs. So let me share my screen here and let me show you this. First of all, we have a fast start checklist. These would be for your first, I don't know how many there are, 14 classes. It's a checklist for you to follow, how to get comfortable at eXp, sort of like a guided orientation, if you will. Now, the other thing I want to show you is actually a picture of our calendar. Oh, what happened to it? There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. So there's this thing called the icon series, and these are the icon agents doing the training. So here's Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. We have an icon series of open house. This is hosted by a gal named Katie. She does probably high level open houses. Then we have another icon series, digital lifestyle farming. That ought to be very interesting. We have another icon series, how to prepare an effective CMA. Another icon series, prospecting to win. Another icon series, listing presentations via Zoom in a COVID world. Another icon series, how to get 20 listings in 30 days. Guys, that's in one day. One day. What? Tomorrow, we have converting renters into buyers. We have a fast start class. We have icon series, plan your life, live your plan. We have role playing. We have another icon series, where do you belong in the real estate world? We have our tech training. We have another icon series, creating raving fans with buyers that refer you and move up with you. That's in 2 days. What? Gosh, it's so amazing. All right. So I want you to ask yourself, how much money did you give your broker last year? And what exactly did you get for that money? Could I get that same service somewhere else? Meaning, could I get that same training somewhere else? Actually, this is from a different slide. You know what? Imperfect action is better than perfect inaction. Yes? All right. So I'm going to ask yourself, are you getting the kind of training that takes you from where you are to the next level? Are you getting recycled training over and over again? Chances are pretty good. That's it. The fifth problem, realtors don't know how to generate business. This is a real problem for a lot of agents. They just don't know. They want to do business by referral and they don't know what to do. They want to do cold calling, but they don't know where to start. We don't ever get taught in school how to actually generate business. So here's what I want you to look at. Your average broker, they might have a CRM for you, maybe. And they might have periodic classes, by somebody in the office of how to generate leads. At eXp, we have quite a few opportunities. We have KV Core, which is the premier real estate CRM. It has your website, it has IDX, it has analytics, it has a CRM in it. You can generate leads from it. You can do landing pages, the whole thing. And by the way, we can make that really easy for you and just have somebody set it up for you if you want. We have extensive KV Core training. We have all kinds of different icon trainings about doing business by referral, about doing script for expireds or FSBOs, all kinds of stuff. Now, if you join my family, if you join through me or somebody in my family, you will get these additional programs as well. I offer you a free membership to my Ghost Poster product, which is coaching and training around Facebook posts. You also get free Facebook posting ideas every single day of the week, Monday through Friday, and a full library of hundreds of them to choose from. You get my digital course called Referral Blueprint. It's an online course you can follow. It will help you generate more referrals from your Facebook friends. We also have a program, Journey to Icon, taught by two of the top agents in Michigan. This is how to do enough business to get to icon status and get your $16,000. We also have an 8-week course taught by 4 or 5 different agents called Be the 12%. That comes from the fact that 88% of all agents will not be in the business 2 years after they take their classes. And we want you to be in the 12%. So this is some practical training on what to be doing every single day, how to negotiate, how to navigate buyers, sellers, the whole thing. And then I do a course called Land Every Listing, which helps to make sure when you do get a chance to list a house that you actually get it. So I want you to ask yourself, does your brokerage offer you a powerful lead generation solution, something that is actually working for you? Does your brokerage offer that? Is my brokerage out ahead of our industry, or are they just trying to keep up? At this point, many great brokerages, they really are. They're great people. They were once great brokerages. They're just falling behind. They're falling behind. The traditional broker model is falling behind. This industry is changing. And I love being a part of something that's out in front. I don't know about you. I just do. I like that. And lastly, what are the advantages for my business if I'm part of an industry leader instead of an industry follower? Okay. So let's look at all the benefits. I'm just going to blast through these. I want to talk to you more about them if you want to. But of course, you have the 80-20 split capped at $16K. You get the $16K back in company stock if you do hit the icon level. You earn shares of stock as you sell. You earn monthly revenue share. So we didn't even go over this. If you attract an agent and they have a closing, you get a percentage of eXp's money out of that closing, not out of the agent's part, out of the eXp's part. You're truly revenue sharing. Additionally, we have a very strong referral program. No reload fees. No reload fees. It's really good. I mean, we've got agents all across the world starting now. I mean, our expansion into international territory is happening fast and furiously. I think we're in, 7 or 9 countries as we stand right here in January of 2021. We have Workplace, which is a great site for agent connection. It's a Facebook product. It looks and acts just like Facebook and enables you to really connect with agents and feel that workplace connection. Transparent leadership at the highest level. I am amazed by this, how honest they are, how much we know as agents of what's going on. It's fantastic. eXp Enterprise is your back office. Everything, it's a single login for everything you need to monitor your relationship with eXp. It's also where your marketing templates are. It's amazing. It's amazing. Best technology for agents by far. We are the superior leader in agent tech, and no question about that. And it's all here for a very low monthly rate. At the time of this video, we're at $85 a month, and that gives you all your tech and all your training. a plug and play marketing suite that just has gobs and gobs and gobs of templates, everything you ever needed. Astounding growth. It's really fun to be a part of a company that's growing when most every other brokerage is not growing. Why is that? Ask yourself, why is that? Unprecedented international growth, as I mentioned, and really disrupting the real estate industry. We are a disruptor, much like Netflix disrupted Blockbuster and Uber disrupted taxis and Airbnb disrupted the hospitality industry. That's what eXp is doing to the real estate industry. And it's fun to be an Amazon or a Netflix instead of a Blockbuster. Okay. Top talent joining us. I mean, I wish I could gather all of the like top agents in this market, top team in this market, this independent broker, 800 agents folds into eXp. It's just going on every day. There's another success story of, wow, I can't believe he or she or they brought their business to eXp. And finally, truly, this company is obsessed with our success. They really are, and you feel it. It feels different. So this is my contact information. I want you to reach out. 600-7296 is my cell. Just text or call. And you can also go to my Facebook page and just go to my personal Facebook page and send me a message, okay? I hope this helped. I hope this got you excited. I hope this maybe caused some questions. I'm here to answer your questions. And here's what I promise you. I will not pressure you to make a move. I'm interested in asking you enough questions to where you decide whether or not this makes sense for you, okay? All right, that's it for now.